What's up guys, it's Bebe. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to sit down and talk about Ultra again because it is coming up so fast. It is basically March now. It's Ultra month. It's Miami Music Week month. There's so much happening. So many shows are getting announced. Let me preface this video by saying I do already have a lineup review out. So if you want to know more about that, because I'm not really going to cover that in this video, I will have a card to it up above. And I know now we have a day-by-day lineup out as of recently, but I'm not going to cover that until we have set times. I always do a set times video before every festival I go to. So that will be coming soon once we have those. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to do another video on Miami Music Week alone, just because there's so many parties going on, so many cool events, and I want to kind of give you guys some of the highlights that I think you should maybe check out if you want to go to a few parties while you're there. Definitely so many options to choose from, so if you guys want a Miami Music Week video, leave a comment down below and I will definitely do that. Today I'm just gonna kind of give like the rundown on Ultra. If you're a first timer, this is some really useful info. If you are a returning Ultra veteran, maybe you can learn something new, but I just kind of want to go over the basics of the festival so that you guys kind of know what to expect. I'm excited to see what's different this year. Obviously, it's been 3 years since we've been at Ultra, so curious to see what they're bringing back, what they're bringing that's new. But this is kind of just the overall basics and what you should know before going. The first thing I want to talk about, which is really important, is the weather and kind of like what to wear. So it's Miami, it's March, so it is hot and it's humid, but it also, because it's Florida, it can rain really randomly, and when it does, it's out of nowhere. So just make sure you're maybe prepared for that, like bring a rain poncho just to have. Because it's so hot, I highly recommend a hydration pack or something like the lunchbox sling pack where you can have water on you at all times, because it gets that hot. So I do have a code with them. It is just Bebe. Gets you a free additional skin with the bag purchase. So I will have my affiliate code for that down below. I really highly suggest bringing a hydration pack to Ultra. It gets hot, it's a long day, you want to make sure you're staying hydrated. Also, Lunchbox is anti-theft, so all your belongings are safe, and Ultra does have a little bit of a history with phone theft, so if you don't want your shit stolen, highly suggest a lunchbox for that reason as well. What to wear to Ultra? So I would say Ultra is a pretty solid mix of like people going absolutely like all out festival attire, like American rave style, or it's people who are just like a lot more casual. Ultra does attract a lot of international ravers, so obviously their style is very different than ours. So you'll see some people dressed like pretty casually, you'll see some people in like full-blown rave getup. You can wear whatever you want. It's a free-for-all. Don't think that you have to like wear a certain style or anything like that. A lot of people bring flags for their countries because, again, it has a little bit more of an international vibe to it. I don't know how many international people will be there this year because of COVID, and I don't know what the travel restrictions are anymore to come into the US, but yeah, people will bring flags. So if you're living in America but you're of a different heritage like I am, like I would probably bring a flag. I'm not gonna bring one this year, but I would. Just know that totems are not allowed. Ultra is a no totem festival, so keep that in mind. If you usually use a totem with your group, you're not allowed to bring that into Ultra. I would say the crowd at Ultra is a little bit of a toss-up. It's a lot of like veteran ravers for sure, but it also is a lot of like younger kind of college, dare I say, Brads and Chads. So enter at your own risk. Like, you're gonna see a mix of people. Yeah, I would say Ultra is like the widest. No, Ultra or EDC, I would say is like the widest age range of people. Like you will see like college freshmen and then also people in like their 50s at Ultra. But it definitely, I would say, skews a little bit younger, so keep that in mind. And of course, Ultra this year is back at Bayfront Park, which is its original home. In 2019, it was on Virginia Key. So it's back to Bayfront, which is a lot more convenient travel-wise. I highly suggest using the metro in Miami because Ubers are kind of a nightmare at Ultra. Everyone trying to call a car at the end of the night is just super messy. So if that's your only way of getting back to where you're staying, I highly recommend either leaving the festival a little bit early, which sucks because normally the closing artists at Ultra are like amazing. I also would recommend taking the metro like a couple stops away from the closest stop to Bayfront, which I forget the name of the station, but maybe I'll drop a picture of the map here. If you can get on the metro and take it like a couple stops away, a few stops away, maybe closer to where you're staying, and then call an Uber, that is way easier, because trying to get one around Bayfront Park is hell on earth and I don't recommend it. So yeah, transportation can be a little bit messy, so just prepare for that. Maybe like look up the metro, see if you have a station near where you're staying, and kind of go from there. Okay, let's talk about the stages at Ultra. So of course we have a main stage. She's so iconic, like always legendary. I highly recommend, even if you're not like a main stage act person, spend a little bit of time at main stage, just because it is so iconic and all the artists always throw down on that stage. Literally hosted some of the most iconic dance music sets of all time. So definitely check out main stage. And then you also have Worldwide, which I honestly think might be my favorite stage, just because they do put a lot of the bass artists there, but it also is not just bass. There's a mix of genres of artists performing at Worldwide, but it's the one with like the LED screens like all in like arch over you, so you just like see visuals everywhere. It's super cool. And then you have the Carl Cox mega structure, which is like the main focal point of Resistance, which I got a couple questions about Resistance. It's part of Ultra, but it also is kind of its own entity. Resistance is like the house and techno section of Ultra, if you will. So yes, it's a part of Ultra, but it kind of has its own separate little area. Definitely go check out Resistance at some point during the weekend. But yeah, this stage is also iconic. And then you have the UMF radio stage. So this is also where the label takeovers happen. So this year is Stamped Records, which is Martin Garrix's label, Good Vibrations, which is Nightmare and Slander's label, and then I think it's called Dirty Works, I believe is the name, and that's a hard dance label. So those takeovers will happen there. It's a much smaller stage, as well as Live Arena, a smaller stage. This is kind of like more of almost an indoor type. So I saw like in 2019 they had Odessa there, they had Gigantic Nightmare. Like it's kind of the stage for more live acts. Like deadmau5 brought his cube there as well. Also the Reflector stage and the Arrival stage. So these are two smaller stages as well. I recommend going to every stage, just kind of checking out the vibe of each one. There's so much going on at Ultra. There's so many artists performing, so you'll pretty much never run out of people to see. Lastly, I just want to touch on like the overall vibe of Ultra. If you've never been, obviously this is like a very iconic EDM event. Ultra is also very special because it's the first like dance music festival of festival season, so you'll find that artists will drop a lot of new IDs, new collabs. They'll have special guests at their sets. Like this is kind of the festival for that, so it's really exciting to be there in person. And it's just, there's so much going on. Miami Music Week also in itself is just like such a party all week long. Highly recommend doing at least one event from Miami Music Week. Again, I'll probably do a video on this specifically, but don't sleep on those parties. Ultra is just great because you see like so much of what's to come for festival season. So it's a really special festival. It is rowdy, it gets very crowded, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's a lot, but it's so much fun. I know I've shared this on my channel before, but Ultra was the first like dance music festival only that I went to. So you know, we got some memes, okay? We do love Ultra for the memes. This will probably be my last Ultra for a while, I think, just because there's other festivals I want to do, but I did want to come back this year just because it's like the big return after 3 years. And again, it was my first EDM festival, so it's special to me. I don't know if I'll come back for every single year. Ultra is a lot, but I would definitely come back for Miami Music Week every year. So yeah, I'm super excited to be going this year. I'm also going on a media pass this year, which is like fucking crazy to me. So I'm just super grateful, and it's just like crazy how much my life has changed in 3 years since I last went to Ultra. Like last time I went to Ultra, I was literally like a broke college student in GA, like literally fighting to not send my bank account into crippling debt, and now I'm on a media pass. I'm there through my job, and I'm just really grateful for that. It's crazy how much your life can change in 3 years. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're going to Ultra, let me know down below. And if you see me, definitely come say hi. We will be doing a meetup for Lunchbox So I will have details for that coming soon, but I'm really excited to go back and just be back in Miami. Also, I haven't been back to Miami in so long, and just to see old friends and just have a good ass fucking time, bitch. It's always a party in Miami. If you've been, you know this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my next one. Subscribe if you haven't, because I will have tons of ultra content. I will be vlogging also all 3 days. Subscribe to stick around, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.